Let's talk about the gold-colored brain today. Hey, it's Lenny Wennerstrom, and I'm here to help you find your purpose. And one of the tools I use every single day with you is Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book, 365 Days of Self-Talk, Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. You can see how well loved this is. We did this all year long. We started in mid-November last year and went through the end of the year, and then we started again this year. And look at us. We just been loving this book so much. Okay, so December 8th, this is your passage, and it is day 343 of the year. And we are, I'm going to let Lynette do her thing, so I'll turn that so she has some privacy. Day 343, 23 days left in the year, and we are 93.72% completed with 2024. So here's your passage. I see life as more than the world I live in each day. I see life as learning great lessons filled with opportunities for joy, the chance to learn to love myself and to truly love others, and the time for me to become the person I was intended to be. There's a theme going here, like finding yourself, finding that true self and your intention of who and what you really are, and the chance to love, to find joy, to really become the person you want to be. One of the tools I have shared with you many times is to look back, to take yourself, say 100 years old, however you want to be, 90, 120, whatever, pick a number, and look back behind you and say, what would I like to have achieved? Like, what is important to me? What lines with my values and my integrity and the things that would be fun to look back and say, I did that, and have absolutely no regrets moving into the next adventure of your life. And it's just like, wow, I had an amazing life. So that, what could it possibly be? And if you do it that way, you kind of work yourself from the end and work yourself back to the beginning or to the middle or wherever you're at. That will help you to say, well, what do I want to create or become or have, or any of those things? So that, hopefully that's helpful. We're gonna turn this around, because we do this really well, like your higher self telling you, or somebody that is like your parents, or somebody of influence, a teacher or a mentor, somebody that you look up to, and they're telling this to you. You see life as more than the world I live in. Oh, sorry. You see life as more than the world you live in each day. You see life as learning great lessons filled with opportunities for joy, the chance to learn to love yourself and to truly love others, and the time for you to become the person you were intended to be. So remember, you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed. And you can rewire your brain through neuroplasticity, that magical neuroplasticity. How clever is the brain? Literally, it's not clever at all. That's how it's designed to work. So you just listen passively while you're doing something else. You listen to the language, the self-talk language that Dr. Shad created, and you play that every single day. And you listen for 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, if you want to listen during the day. And it's all about building your self-esteem so that you have a healthy self-esteem, and that you, for your health and fitness, for your financial strength, like programs to rewire all that. How about your relationships? Having winning relationships with every single person in your life. You can rewire your brain for all of that. Losing weight and defeating problems. I'm just going over the programs that, that are in there, and I've shown them to you several times. It's just they're beautiful and they're so powerful. So let's talk about the gold colored brain now. Imagine that you have, this is self-talk tip number 45. So these are the tips that that you get in this book. So there's like authors, the self-talk tips, and then author's notes in here. So it's a beautiful, wonderful book. And if you use it the way that you and I do, it'll look like this. Just use it every day. Imagine that you have a simple outline sketch of your brain. You also have 3 colored pens with colored ink. One pen has gray ink, one pen is neutral, and one pen has gold ink. Imagine that every time you have a thought of any kind, you make a small mark on the picture of your brain. If your thought is a neutral thought, neither positive nor negative, you make a mark on the picture of your brain with the neutral colored pen. If it's a negative thought, you make a mark with the gray dark colored pen. If it's a positive or a healthy thought, you mark the picture of your brain with the bright gold colored pen. Imagine doing that with every thought you think each day. It's estimated that we think as many as 12,500 to 70,000 thoughts in a day. So that would be a lot of colored marks. At the end of just one day, what color would your brain picture be? Would it be mostly bright and gold, filled with positive? Would it be neutral? Or would it be gray and dark and mostly negative? What would the picture of your brain look like at the end of a year? And the most important question is, what color will your brain picture be at the end of your life? Think about that. I remember when I first read Dr. Shad's book, What You Say When You Talk to Yourself. I think it's in there. Oh no, it's in The Power of Neuroplasticity. That's where that is. And in reading that, I thought, man, what would by the end of my life, what would it be? And what he talks about in the book, he says that most of us, because think about that, 77% or more of the negative thoughts in our conscious mind and 90 to 95% in our subconscious mind that hold us back, that stop us from going forward, that sabotage us, that are counterproductive and even harmful thoughts. You think about that amount. So how many gray marks would your brain, the picture of your brain, have in that? And how many of the gold marks and how many neutral marks? So most people would have a lot of the gray. And I was thinking, man, if I go back through, like, especially those 8 years that I was in such a bad place, very depressed and suicidal and just not doing well and very, very ill physically as well, mostly here, my thoughts and just all the, if I go back and I think about stuff, it was like victim, victim, victim. You know, someone did this and I'm so depressed and nobody wants me around and I don't deserve to live. I mean, all of those kinds of thoughts. It's like, where did those programs come from? And there's still, there's like a few every once in a while. I think about this and I think, where did that come from that I didn't deserve to breathe the air? I should leave more air for other people. And I remember reading that it was somebody, it was in the population control type people that want to control the population. And they said there's just some people, I read it somewhere or something, and it's like some people just don't deserve to be taking up the air. And I thought about that and I really took that to heart. I was thinking, I don't deserve to be breathing the air. I should leave the air for others. These are programs that are, see how some of them can be very harmful and really stop us in our tracks from finding success. And this is why I love the self-talk program that Dr. Shad created for us, because that it really rewires your brain with the programs that you want of a healthy self-esteem. My self-esteem is so healthy, and we're not talking ego, but I have a very good self-esteem, so very healthy, and know that I can do whatever I put my mind to. I can do, be, have, create, become, change absolutely anything about myself, and I know that now. And there's still some of those little sabotaging programs running because it takes a while. But just like you, I was born with unlimited promise and potential, and I got programmed by mostly well-meaning peeparoos, our parents and teachers, but they come from programs. They've got programs running. So if everyone knew about neuroplasticity and really understood the power, I think every single person would be buying that. You know, getting Dr. Shad's programs, the self-esteem and winning at relationships, defeating problems, creating financial success, and losing weight, health and fitness, and really putting those programs, understanding the power of neuroplasticity. And we would all be putting those, if we understood it. I don't think, this is why I come on here and I say it every single day. And it's not like I have a huge following, but of subscribers. But I tell you, those that take to heart what I say, and understanding that your brain is like, is on planet Earth, it is your biggest asset, your best asset, your most prized asset. So to treat your brain with the utmost respect, and have it be a well-oiled machine, that is going to, and I'm talking that because if you do that, and you start listening to the programs, so health and fitness, it's going to talk to you about you putting healthy things into your body rather than unhealthy things that hurt you, and losing weight, changing those programs. Why do a lot of people hang on to weight? A lot of times it's emotional and self-esteem. And so once you fix those things in the brain, those programs, people start shedding weight. I think it was 58 pounds that Dr. Shed, just by listening to his own self-talk, he made it for himself, and he found that it was self-esteem issues. But he lost 58 pounds or some crazy amount of weight, has never gained it back. And his wife at the time, he was putting it on when he was getting ready in the morning, and she lost weight. So because it's, the brain is a machine, it's like a computer, and it records and records. This is why, again, you want to be very careful with who you hang around with all the time, because you will get their programs through mirror neurons. So and things that are repeated, especially when it's someone of influence that you really like, or it's some emotional event. But it's that repetition that those things get wired in, and permanently. You can always change your programs. That's what you'd be doing right now. But I'm sure, unless you found something that was better, higher and better, you want to just keep on wiring in, because the more it's repeated, it gets wired in, and you create new neural pathways for those new programs. So you think about the programs on in a computer, and somebody's programming, whether it be an Excel spreadsheet or an actual program to do, whatever it is to do. It knows that you can put in anything. You can type anything in. It can be wrong. It can be, it won't go against the program. It's going to be whatever the programmer put in there. That's what it's going to do. Like even in Word documents, that's a program, and you can type all kinds of lies in there, and it puts it all and it's not true. Some of the things, if you're typing in there and they're not true, yet it has no problem with it, because it's not subjective. It's not. It's just a program. It's not alive. In the sense that it's not going to judge right or wrong, good or bad. That's like the universe, by the way. The universe doesn't judge. It's not good or bad, right or wrong. They're just experiences. So there goes Lynette to get our grilling. Whee! So this gold colored pen, think about that, as many as 70,000 thoughts in a day. And I've heard it even higher than that, like 120,000. But you think about that, even if it's 12,500 or 70,000, that's a lot of thoughts. So if you have all those thoughts, and most of them are with the gold pen, what kind of day are you going to have? What kind of person are you? You look at people around you and you see positive peeparoos, you know that they've got gold brains, right? The gold colored pen brains. Most of their thoughts are positive. The ones, they're out there doing it and making things happen, and they're happy, and they're content in life, and they're successful. So I'm wanting that for you. I want that for me, and I'm becoming more and more of that. And that's because I am rewiring my brain. So is Lynette, my daughter. She listens to self-talk every single day as well. And all my clients, I was going to say every single one of my clients listens to self-talk, because I won't be coaching anyone who's not, because they will not find success. They will go back. They might find some success at some point, but they will always revert back to the stronger programs. And so until they actually change those habits, rewire the brain, they will not find lasting success and permanent. So that's why I will not coach anyone who's not listening to self-talk. because I understand the power of neuroplasticity. So, and there's a book by that name. So, Dr. Shad Helmstetter, I encourage you to get that book and read it so that you can understand and really understand what you're doing with your brain. And you too can have a gold colored brain at the end of your life. And every day can get a little more gold and a little more gold rather than the gray or the neutral, the dark gray or the neutral. So sounds kind of fun, doesn't it? So negative, dark gray, dark colored pen, positive or healthy. You mark the picture you bring it, the bright gold colored pen, and just a neutral thought, neither positive nor negative, with a flesh colored or neutral, whatever. So I think you know, doing that exercise for yourself where your brain is right now, and you can change it. You can change it to mostly gold. You absolutely can when you rewire your brain. Well, I love you so very, very much. I believe in you. You can do this. You can rewire your brain with very healthy programs. When you get Dr. Shad's in the description, you get his self-talk language, which is contained in a very easy to work app. And you get 30 days free. And so you still have 23 days left of 2024 to do that for yourself. And I hope you take advantage of that. It has been such a blessing in my life. I am definitely a product of the product. And while it's not my app, I will always, always recommend it to everyone, especially if they have children, for themselves, but for their children, so that even their infants are listening to that self-talk. And it's an animated, fun one. It's Shadrach the Bear with that one. And then there's one for older kids. And this is all self-esteem building. So it's probably one of the best. If you were going to give someone a gift or gift something for yourself, give them a year of the self-talk app, and or just pay monthly, or put them on yours. You get it for you, and you can have up to 6 peeperoos on your account. Why not? And that would be your gift, and it is such a powerful gift, because who wants to be having dark marks in their picture of their brain with all these little gray clouds in the brain? I mean, that people that, and I'm sure someone who is more on the negative side. And is it any fun to be around them? Not really, is it? So it's more fun to be around people who are positive and excited about life, and they know what their purpose is, or they're looking for their purpose, or they're searching, they're seeking, they're living life fully, they're overall positive, and it doesn't mean they don't have a bad day. And I mean, life is full of challenges. Those are opportunities for us to move ourselves forward and learn. So that would be a great gift for yourself and a great gift for others, just to put them on your account, or to get them a year or something. That's self-talk. If you'd like to work with me, I'm now doing group coaching. You can find everything. I always put that inside the description as well. So it would be an honor and a privilege to be your life coach. And so if that's something you're interested in, you can see all my programs and everything in the description. So just go to the description, and I have a link for you to go look at all that. I love you so very, very much. I believe in you. You can do this. You can find your purpose. You can become, have, create, change, absolutely anything. Anything that you want to. You were born with unlimited promise and potential, and that's still there. You just got programmed. So that just got covered up with these other programs that are negative and self-defeating and self-sabotaging and all of that. You can change that for thrive in 25. Take the time to start rewiring your brain with programs that you want for that healthy self-esteem. It's the foundation of every single one of those programs. There's a healthy self-esteem. You can do it. You absolutely can. I love you so very, very much. As always, shining my light to brighten yours. And tomorrow we're going to talk about that you have courage. Yeah. We're going to wire your brain with a program, a self-talk phrase, talking about how much courage you have. I love you so very, very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.